Ashley Latter, and today I want to talk about speed and how to turn an inquiry into a client before the competition has even blinked. Two quick stories. Firstly is a client of mine called Simon. He's got a dental practice in the south of England. And I remember a story he told me. And this is what happened. It was Friday evening, it was 9:30, and he was watching television normally with his family. But as I was watching TV, he sees an email coming through. And the email was from a potential client who'd been to his website who was interested in implant treatment. He was making an inquiry by email. On seeing this, Simon instantly replied back. Now can you imagine getting a reply back from an email inquiry that you'd made on Friday evening? You'd be pretty impressed. The next day, the patient contacted Simon again and thanked him very much for his speedy reply. And to cut a very long story short, an appointment was made from Tuesday, 8 o'clock the following week. The rest is history, as that client became a patient and a long-standing relationship had been started in that practice. Another quick story for myself, my own personal situation. I was in my garden only last month, making a few phone calls in the garden. It was a beautiful summer's evening. I had a glass of wine in my hand. I finished making my phone calls. And as I finished making my phone calls, I very, very quickly downloaded my emails on my iPhone. And as I was doing this, I could see a new inquiry had come in. Literally, that second, as that inquiry came through, I thought to myself, should I ring the patient, should I ring the client or should I not? Should I ring them, should I not? It sounded a bit freaky. But you know what? I decided to put my positive hat and I did it. So it was 8:30 on a Tuesday evening, I ran that client up. I told him, don't worry, I just said to the client, don't worry, I just seen your email coming through, I just finished making a few phone calls, and I just wanted to build rapport with you and find out a little bit more about your inquiry. The client, on hearing me, that it was actually me ringing him up, not even one of my team, was overwhelmed. And we started a 30-minute conversation. The result was that client ended up becoming a client and coming on one of my courses. So the name of the game nowadays is speed. We're living in a world where we can send emails instantly from our iPhone, we can do things so quickly, and it's important that you get back to your clients very quickly on receiving an inquiry. So just a couple of quick things that you can do. If you ever get an email inquiry into your practice, I strongly suggest if the client has left their telephone number that you potentially ring them up and start a relationship. You can instantly just ring up and say, thanks very much for the inquiry, Mrs. Jones. My name's David, I'm calling from ABC Dental Practice. I want to thank you for your inquiry. I just wonder if it's okay if I just ask you just a couple of quick questions about your inquiry. I think you'll find that your clients or potential clients will be really impressed that you took the time out not just to ring the client up, but to do it in such a quick period of time as well. And the second thing I strongly suggest you do as well, that if the client doesn't leave a telephone number and there's no way at all you can make contact, then instantly get back to the client quickly, ask a few questions about more information and try and engage in I know it sounds weird this, but engage in a conversation by email. Maybe even email the client back and say, can you please give us your telephone number? I've got a couple of quick questions we'd like to ask you. And that way you can start a relationship. But I urge you, please, that as soon as you get an inquiry into your practice, is to act on it very, very quickly. The name of the game is speed. The quicker you do this, the quicker, more likely then, you've got potential people who make inquiries are becoming clients of your practice. Communication mistakes that are made often by dentists and team members that actually are in this book. I personally, over the last 22 years, trained well over 8,500 dentists on my 2-day ethical sales and communication course. And I've delivered this program in 14 different